of the 2025 regular season. Dak Prescott, a 55-yard touchdown. The Cowboys up, we go down to Brazil. Game number 2 on the NFL schedule, the Chiefs and the Chargers from the Southern Hemisphere. And it's Patrick Mahomes. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Chiefs begin their to Cleveland. It's the Browns hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And here's a guy who took a big step forward last year, Chase Brown. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Bengals move to 1-0. They get the victory in the season opener. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
The Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visitor's sideline is Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His team making the long flight. Always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. On the other side, the Steelers head coach. His guys couldn't get it done in overtime last week, a game that ended in a tie. So they'll hope for a more traditional result in this one. This returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in camp one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. If he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He gets free, and he will score. DK Metcalf, touchdown Steelers. It's his second touchdown of the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but great. Score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hours spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. He really had no choice.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here. They begin this drive 1st and 10. Rolling right, and it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Mike McDonald not a huge fan of that last call, and he will throw the challenge flag.
Under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling. The ball not moving around. He has control. So that's what the referee is looking at here. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. DeMarcus Lawrence. He gets into drop him for his first sack of the young season. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Escaping to his left. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
That penalty is declined.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter. And this might keep the drive alive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a give to Warren, running right. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 32 yards. They'll run the toss with Warren. Open space inside the 10. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. 88. Here's a run. Give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. Now Gainwell hit. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by
Previous play is under
so this
review.
one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the convincing enough to overturn the call on the field.
After review of the
So
play,
that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Oswell's kick is good. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their second possession. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has an ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless.
And the rush again. Oh, he'll go down. They got him. Daniel Aquale. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Wow, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
The Steelers offense and their running back set to go once more. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Gainwell, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That's made. That's worked. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
A 40-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will open up a 13-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, it's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They have it, 2nd and 4 coming up. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
First down, Seahawks.
On play action, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll go play action with Darnold. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board now here in this second quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He's to midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
It's always nice as an offense when you can get a lift from special teams, and that was truly a team effort. I mean, you can see it's great blocking that gave him the initial seam, and he took advantage of it. That was really well done.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. It is 3rd and long.
Down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 47-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
16.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense make their way out to take over once more. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality. You just are reminded of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. Shows you, one, how changeable it is, and also the quality of teams in this division.
Absolutely. And I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago, and then to find themselves 6 and 11 at the bottom looking up. Pretty remarkable, but to your point, like, it just shows health, a little bit of good fortune. The other teams in your division, if they're a little weaker, your path is stronger. There's so many elements. The way the NFL schedule is set up, it's all tight. If you're good, we're trying to bring you back down towards the middle. If you're bad, we're trying to bring you up towards the middle.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Now, this looks like a design run, and he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line. We're trying to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Darnold now to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
And you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you, because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion. And even the 1 year Cleveland was up near the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to that defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass-heavy, they're the spread attack. They've got unbelievable weapons on the outside. Obviously, Joe Burrow, a quarterback. But it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So I think if Cincinnati can just improve a little bit on defense, they have the offense to now enter and make it a three-man race in the AFC North.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. He'll get it inside the 20. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold.
Remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half. Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front.
Take over once more. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed a lot of folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out of your mind. Interested to see how they fit the league as this season gets going.
Obviously, so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes number 1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Jenkins. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back under center, Geno Smith? Play action, set up that run game, play good defense. This feels like the...
nowhere to go! He's going to be taken down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they go with Warren. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll try it. Be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Darnold to throw. Quick walk to Smith and Jigba. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of a 1st down after a gain of 7. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Now Darnold. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And this is Brian Robinson. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Commanders get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And it's welcome back from injury for this guy, Brandon Ayuk. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the first half. The 49ers, trying to bounce back from a Week 1 loss, they lead at the half. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. And it's the 1,000-yard receiver from a year ago, Zay Flowers. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. This one's gone to the half. We're all tied up at 7 apiece. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to
Ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback.
But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball to 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime. Jared Harmon working his way into it for the very first sack of his NFL career.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
To throw is Darnold. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Throwing, Darnold. Outright Smith and Jigba has it.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Good coverage by Hutchie. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, in double. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets, Rams and Jags. They'll also play in London week 6 and 7. The Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid, week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside the U.S. in each regular season. They'll run. Johnson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Warren. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the 1st down.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
1st down, Seattle.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's going to be around the 24-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw on the run is complete. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun run now with Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Seattle.
Back to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and inches.
At the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Seahawks' 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. That was brought in at the 10. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. Here's Walker. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 14-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. That's out quickly, and it is caught.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out front.
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Up the sideline at the 35. Gets to the edge, to the 30. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 65 yards.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground.
And he gets to the outside and kicks it in. Jalen Warren, touchdown Pittsburgh. His first touchdown of the new year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Seahawks 13.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Into the hands of Valdez-Scantling. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Cup in motion. Here's Darnold again. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He keeps it himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he's into the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here's a handoff to Waller. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Second down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. This one not quite on target. Too much, and that one falls incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort. I've been recalling a long time.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Warren. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct.